I don't really know where this film is going, because since the day I started, I've had one man run over by a truck, another man has died from alcoholism, and my main character is Al, and he's in jail.
How you doing, Ferg?
Oh, private property, no trespassing.
Fuck off!
All of you is out.
Let me see your ownership.
How you doing?
You better have a beer for a poor bastard like me.
I don't know. Fuck. Hey, what's with the Canadian flags on the socks?
Well, somebody's got to fucking be patriotic.
I gave him those. Scott,
Where you living now, Ferg? Living in the hostel area?
Not saying.
And back in the hostel?
No, wouldn't go back there if you paid me. Used to live in the shelter, but they have a different agenda than I do. I can't abide by the rules. Well, a lot of people can't, you know. I'm better off in the bush, kind of thing. I've been here about 30 years, so, and every time I leave, I end up coming back because I really like it here. You know, it's a beautiful place. You know? And I got kids here, but I don't see them very often. When you got a dad like me, you know, like how close do you want to get? You know, can't win for losing some days. It's a pretty good way to make a living. 5 cents for anything under a liter, 20 cents for anything over a liter, and 10 cents for beer and stuff like that. I'll take them if you don't mind. That'd be great.
Oh, yeah.
Beauty, you're making my day. That's right on, a couple of bucks. Sometimes they camouflage stuff, you know, they've got papers on top of everything. But then underneath, you hit the gold mine. Some people are really nice, eh? They don't mind us coming around and making a few dollars. Some of the blue box guys get mad. We try and avoid them, you know, you stay out, you know, you see them coming down the street, you go the other way, right? That's the deal. We're making some money. Can't live on fresh air and good looks. I could probably get a damn job tomorrow, but you know, you don't show up 2 days in a row kind of thing because you're on a bender with some pretty looking blonde. And the next thing you know, you're fired. We're in the money. That's not bad at all for a couple hours cruising around the neighborhood, cleaning up the environment. This is the hard part. Having to sort this all out. We hit the mother lode. 5 cent pop. Not even worth picking up half the time. But when you're desperate, you know, you pick up anything. We got a sip. It's a daily thing. You become an alcoholic, you know. I mean, there's a lot worse things you could be in this world. How much more do we have? 5, 6, 7, 6, 11.50. 11.50. That's not bad. Had a bottle of Goof.
Yeah.
Down my coat sleeve.
Yeah.
Or whatever. And I swiped out on the frickin' rocks back there,
Yeah.
and it's landed on the rocks, and the sherry bottle broke and slipped my nerves or whatever.
Shit.
So now this hand doesn't work worth a damn anymore. But anyway,
So the new rule is?
the new rule is no more glass bottles in your sleeve. Plastic's okay, but not glass. It's going to be another wonderful day in the office. I had $2 when I woke up this morning.
Yeah.
$2. This is like $5.78. I can make $5.78 in a, just pretty quick bottle picking, right?
Oh, okay.
Dumpster jumping.
And you get food out of that too?
Just the other day, I had like deli sandwiches. It was great. Like a Borgesmorg, Smorgasbord. Joke. Anyway. It's like Walt Disney, I had 2 pet skunks living here with me. But then just last week, one of the skunks, I seen him lying dead on the road, hit by a car. So the other guy still comes around twice a day, but he's, you can tell he's freaking lonely,
Yeah.
Nobody to hang around with, because they were always playing. Huh. I came back to town over 2 years ago, and I haven't had a place to live yet. So I've just been cruising around, But I mean, like I said, the city boys are they've warned me, right?
Well, you're not totally hidden here. There's a path right here.
No, I don't want to be. I shouldn't have to hide from anybody.
Yeah.
They say, why don't you go to the shelter? Well, buddy, I've been in the shelter, But I don't want to live there because it's not conducive to recovering from anything.
Yeah.
Is being around everybody that's doing everything, and they've all got their problems. I don't want to hear everybody else's problems all at the same, because all it does is depress the shit out of you.
Yeah.
And then one of these days they're going to come out here and find me hanging from the fucking, like I've thought about that a lot lately, You think about that all the fucking time. So the longer I can stay out here, the happier I'll be.
So what do you say, Ferg?
Pay no attention to that man behind them. Pay no attention to that man behind the curtain. I am the Great Oz. Smile. Smile, you bastard.
Smile!
I never used to have to. I could just feel like you knew without looking.
Yeah.
But now with the nerve damage in there, now you gotta watch what you're doing all the time. Not that my fucking eyes are doing any better either, I just turned 49.
Yeah.
I turned 49. I've been playing since I was like 15. And now I'm gonna have to relearn all over again how to get these fingers working. Nerve damage is something, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think they can fix that shit.
No.
Well, you know more about stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm waiting for them to figure out how to fix it. One day.
Jesus Christ, I got 3/4 of a bottle here. Somebody better help me drink this or else we're gonna all be in trouble.
Nothing like sunshine and a bottle of goop.
Pull over, it's a routine check. The goop. I can't even remember the song now. I've lost a lot of people to this. A lot of my friends have passed on. It wasn't because of old age. Wheel. That's the way I usually start all my songs. It's wheel, because if you don't say well, then it ain't me.
After all this, do you have, what are your regrets?
No, you can't have regrets in this life. You can't. Because shit happens to everybody, right?
Yeah.
You know that.
Oh yeah, I know it more than anybody.
Shit happens, buddy, It's not easy being me. It's not easy being us.
I figure I'm gonna go sober for, I don't know, I'm gonna try it today. And then if it works out today, maybe I'll go sober tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then if that works out, maybe I'll even quit smoking.
The best I've ever done, I lasted like 3 months.
Well, that's good. Yeah, I remember you were sober.
I was going to meetings, like AA meetings, like 2 or 3 meetings a day.
Well, hey, I'm sitting with $70 in my pocket, and I'm not even thinking about getting a beer. Was that ever harsh, eh? I know, yeah. So you seriously not going to consider...
Well, I got to slow down because I've been falling down on these rocks, you know. But you just can't, it's hard to change. I've been drinking since I was like 15. And it's just a vicious circle, you know. I'd rather quit smoking than quit drinking.
Yeah.
I'd live longer.
Well, not if you start thinking about hanging yourself on a tree. You know, well, it's actually not that funny, actually, you know. It's just,
I wouldn't do it.
I sure hope
Too
not.
chicken shit.
Sure hope not. Yeah.
But quitting drinking, I don't think so.
No. At least I asked. Oh, is that a bottle of Goof?
3.
3 bottles of Goof.
Empty though.
Holy. Maybe we'll walk towards Deep Cove.
We moved into my new house. Well, not that I own it, but I mean, it's a rental kind of deal. We got the basement. And I'm really happy about being here because it beats the hell out of being out in a toodly-doo. You know, it's a much better improvement.
Yeah,
Would you happen to have a cigarette
I do, yeah.
kicking around? Okay, thanks, man.
You're welcome. So yeah, if you don't mind, we'll come in and check out your spot, hang out
Sure.
with you for a bit.
Well, I'd enjoy the company. We're gonna need an elevator. Not just for you. Those steps are something else. Those steps are killers. All we're doing now is just trying to figure out how to get it all furniturized. I got our first utensil. We now have a utensil. It's not clean, but anyway. Well, I don't know. Anyway, this place, it's costing me $375. So with being on disability, I can still afford to live. Like I can actually live like a human being. I'm kind of crippled up lately or whatever, you know. I've been having a hard time getting around. And I'm not joking. And I'm not happy about it either, because it ain't right. But anyway, where I sleep is right over here. And this is where I got everything set up over here for, okay. And I was using my socks for a pillow. Those are clean socks, by the way. It's not so bad. I mean, I keep on having the you know, furniture and a TV and you know, I don't know. We can have a kitchen table and bacon and eggs, you know, and everything would be good. And it'd be way better, you know, under the bridge or, excuse me, in the trees. You know, sleeping with one eye open. You don't have to sleep with one eye open. I can lock the fucking door. And then this is my home. Yeah, I'll be. Save that smoke for when I wake up.